Alright, so this is going to be, I guess, my first attempt to reboot my YouTube channel. Um, right now, I guess I'm going to do a poem called Self-Defense, kind of my bread and butter. It's a poem I wrote a few years ago while I was watching political debates and really kind of started to put the world into perspective for me, and this just kind of was the byproduct of it. But enough of me talking and introducing myself. My name is Dexter Heinonen, by the way, and here's the poem. Now, self-defense is not a necessary violence, but non-violence is not necessarily silence. It could be as simple as non-compliance or telling the truth and opening eyelids. It's in the Constitution. How could this be the solution? Making a gun ban, the New Year's resolution. The intelligent men that founded our nation understood the repercussions of weapon castration. Fear once again has people crying expiation. But in this atonement, let's take a moment and start to take a look at the human component. Our environments are stricken with so much fear, it's sickening, because people don't stand up for themselves or each other, becoming the victims. They want security and assurance, so they buy up insurance in the event of a tragic or unlikely occurrence. But in my experience, what makes people delirious is the fear of the unknown and not being curious. So it makes them so furious that their lack of courage is so serious that we've modeled our country and currency like the Roman denarius. This is so vicarious, Lee wrong, it's like history needed me to write this poem. Now self-defense is our recompense. Courage, compassion, and wisdom are heaven sent. Now let's take it back to human nature through evolution and our link with our Creator, because all good in life will still attract haters because confidence comes from cognizance, and ignorance impedes progress, yet progress is a slow process, and plenty of people have been killed for a lot less. So it's a thoughtless to stop the ability for defense, for those that come in the night to fear you sleepless, or into a statistic or community grievance. I can't believe this show of cowardice. The souls of our people looking so powerless. So it's time to learn back that feeling of confidence, to find favor in ourselves in a state of prominence, to fight back those empty feelings of hollowness. This cyanide pill, they want us to swallow this, but until we've evolved out of our states of ignorance, disarming us all, the impact is quite significant. Back to the strong arming days, it'll definitely trigger it. The average police response is about 10 minutes. When seconds count, criminals can easily finish it. Physically, self-defense can be demanding, especially for those that have problems standing. Technology is the great equalizer, can diffuse a situation or be a secret surpriser, or can escalate a situation and turn it into a geyser. That's when that fear of death becomes your greatest advisor. And if you live to walk away from the situation, you're just a bit wiser, but it's better than living underneath the rule of a Kaiser. Mentally, knowledge is a must to your greatest capacity, even if you've been hit by a bus. To refine it, your point of view must be discussed and reinforced by truth and facts that you know can be tested to trust. Stay open to learning and asking questions, or your brain it'll rust. Master use of language. There are way more words than you've cussed. If you don't control your mind, someone else will, and make it go bust. Through logic and creativity, you can learn mind over matter and say enough is enough. Be careful though, thinking might get you in cuffs, because then you can see through all of their bluffs until they got all of our money and their faces are stuffed. Take away the guns, and we're all getting roughed. I drew my line in the sand. Enough is enough. When they come for your families, it'll be tough. Emotionally, it's all about communication and trust. No matter how much y'all have bickered and fussed, be yourself at its best. Even if you get crushed, karma comes back around to hit you facially like it's a blush. In the eyes of the universe, we're all soft and plush. Every relationship's different, to each their own. When and how their feelings they gush, all their different feelings and such. But true love comes when two souls' feelings they touch, when they can walk alone or together, not needing a crutch, like Starsky and Hutch. Your best defense is respect, understanding, and loving others and yourself, knowing when to walk away or when you're needing some help. Stay fluid in situations like your name's Michael Phelps. Spiritually, it's about channeling negativity, at oneness with yourself and spiritual sensitivity. The best way to handle that is through artistic creativity. Prayer, qigong, kung fu, or self-meditation. That kind of fortitude is the best medication. It has more benefits than masturbation. For a while I chose to stay reverently celibate because of the benefits to my memory and mind, similar to an elephant. I see evil at work, you can best believe I'll remember it. My job here is to cut down on the irrelevant. Plant my feet and take my stand. If you want to come with me, listen up and take my hand. Thank you.